Imagine two people starting from the same place. One has a high IQ, placing them in the top 2 to 5% of the population. The other has average or below average intelligence. Now the question is simple. Who actually wins in life? Who earns more, lives better, stays healthier, and feels more successful? Psychology has been studying this for decades, and the answer is not as simple as smarter always wins. But at the same time, intelligence does give a powerful advantage. Let's break it down. First, let's look at the facts. IQ is one of the strongest predictors of success that psychology has ever found. Research shows that people with higher IQs tend to achieve higher levels of education, with correlations around 0.56. They perform better in complex jobs like engineering, medicine, and technology, with job performance correlations around 0.43 to 0.45. Even income is affected. On average, each additional IQ point can increase yearly earnings by around $200 to $600. Over a lifetime, that becomes a massive difference. Experts like psychologist John Antonakis describe IQ as one of the most reliable predictors of professional success. Studies also show that people with higher IQs make better decisions because they can predict outcomes more accurately. They are better at evaluating risks, making long-term plans, and avoiding costly mistakes. This leads to better financial decisions, healthier lifestyles, and more stable careers. Even in terms of health and longevity, research suggests that higher intelligence is linked to longer, healthier lives. So from a purely statistical point of view, high IQ clearly wins in many areas. But here's where things start to get interesting. If you're finding this insightful so far, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we break down real psychology in a way that actually helps you understand your life better. Now let's talk about the other side of the story. High IQ does not guarantee happiness, fulfillment, or even success in every area. In fact, it can sometimes become a problem. Highly intelligent people often struggle with overthinking. They analyze everything in depth, which can lead to stress, anxiety, and decision paralysis. Instead of taking action, they get stuck in their own thoughts. There's also the emotional side. Many highly intelligent individuals feel misunderstood or disconnected from others. They may find it harder to relate to people, leading to loneliness or isolation. Even when they achieve success, they may still feel unfulfilled. Famous long-term studies on gifted individuals have shown that high intelligence does not automatically lead to happiness. And when it comes to wealth, the connection is surprisingly weak. Many highly intelligent people never become financially successful, because success also depends on traits like discipline, risk-taking, social skills, and consistency. This brings us to something important. Intelligence alone is not enough. Traits like emotional intelligence, persistence, and self-control often matter even more in real life. The ability to manage emotions, handle failure, and stay consistent can make a bigger difference than raw IQ. Now let's talk about people with lower or average IQ. Statistically, they face more challenges. There is a higher risk of lower education levels, lower paying jobs, financial struggles, and even health problems. Studies also show that lower IQ levels are sometimes linked to lower overall life satisfaction, often due to these external challenges. But this is not the full picture, because many people with average intelligence still succeed, and sometimes outperform highly intelligent individuals. Why? Because they take action. They don't overanalyze every decision. They try, fail, learn, and keep moving forward. Psychology shows that success is not just about IQ. It's a combination of intelligence, personality, effort, opportunities, and sometimes even luck. A person with average intelligence but strong discipline and resilience can build an extraordinary life. So now we come back to the main question. Who actually wins in life? If we look at measurable outcomes like education, income, health, and career success, high IQ definitely has the advantage. It gives better odds, better tools, and better opportunities. But when we look at overall life satisfaction, fulfillment, and the ability to keep going despite challenges, the answer becomes much more open. Because in the real world, it's not just about how smart you are, it's about what you do with it. Intelligence can give you an advantage, but action, discipline, and emotional strength decide the final result. At the end of the day, life is not just about the hand you're given, it's about how you play it. So instead of focusing only on how intelligent you are, focus on what you can control, your habits, your mindset, your consistency, because that's what truly decides who wins. High IQ provides a strong advantage in life, predicting better education, career success, income, decision-making, and even health. However, intelligence alone does not guarantee happiness or fulfillment. Many highly intelligent people struggle with overthinking, anxiety, and lack of action, while people with average intelligence often succeed through consistency, emotional intelligence, and persistence. Psychology shows that success is not determined by IQ alone, but by a combination of effort, discipline, mindset, and opportunity. In the end, it's not about how smart you are, but how effectively you use what you have.